Okay, Resident Evil 5 demo is out today, and first impressions, let me just get this out of the way. I despise the controls. I absolutely despise them. All four configurations of them. Configuration A is the one I had the most success with. The controls are just really clunky. And when you're trying to access your inventory, which you can only access in game, you can't go to just a menu screen. You have to access your inventory as everything's happening around you, and it's really easy to get fucked by that because they're not going to be waiting around patiently like they, I don't know, enemies that wait around patiently. That was really horrible. God. Controls are really clunky. It took a couple of tries before I completely got used to them. Now, onto the inventory, since I've already started talking about that. It's clunky as hell. It's a lot more like the old Resident Evil inventory. Not like, the big inventory you had to manage in Resident Evil 4. It's a lot like the old inventory that you used to have on the original PlayStation Resident Evils. And this is alright. It's alright once you get used to it. Once you, get in the habit of setting up stuff beforehand. It's okay. It's not really good. Because, like I said, the inventory will get you killed just as much as anything else will now. Interesting to use when you're using an AI. Before I sent the AI off alone, I loaded onto it with as much crap as I could give her just to make sure that she would keep herself alive. Although the AI partner seems to do a pretty good job of that. They do a pretty good job of watching your back, too. It's an interesting thing to keep them alive and put all your healing items on them, and they'll just keep healing you and healing you and healing you when you're down, automatically, and it's really nice. It's really great to have a partner along, even if it's an AI, especially one that is fully armed, has a machine gun and a sniper rifle, and can take care of itself. That is to say that the AI hasn't pulled a couple of dumbass moves on me, but the first time I noticed that Sheva seems to jump the gun a bit is when I was walking around in the building, and suddenly, out of fucking nowhere, she jumps through the window, leaving me looking at the TV with this huge "what the fuck" look on my face. There's absolutely no reason for her to do that, too. It just scared the shit out of me for a moment. I thought, somebody's coming in. No, it was just Sheva jumping through the window just for the hell of it. In Chris and Shiva's quest to travel across Jutsu as loudly as possible, I think the sounds for them moving is actually louder than the gunfire. You're going to notice quite a few things. One, the graphics do look pretty damn good. Pretty gorgeous graphics for any game. It's a really good looking game. Two, there's a shitload of enemies on screen. Shitload. If you thought Resident Evil 4 could just fuck you over with all those Ganados, think of just all the Ganados you face times 10. And this is just in the demo. There was a shitload of them in the demo. Unfortunately, Resident Evil 5, this is just and again, I've only played the demo, I can only speak from what I've seen there. It seems to rely a lot more on set pieces than Resident Evil 4 did, the parts in the demo. There weren't any real straight-up Resident Evil-ish parts in the demo. When you just got a goal in mind and you're just running around and exploring and shooting stuff. It relied a lot more on set pieces. And basically all these set pieces is go into a building, get swarmed by enemies, get out. Go here, get chased by enemies, get out. Go to this gate, somebody with a some guy with a chainsaw cuts the gate open, swarm of enemies comes at you, get out. I'm not saying the set piece thing is a bad thing. That's how Half-Life came into existence. They created a room to test out all the set piece ideas, and they enjoyed it so much that they turned that room into just a single level and just started making levels that were just set piece after set piece after set piece. But when it's the same set piece over and over again, it does get a little irritating. It gets repetitive. The weapons, however, don't. The machine gun was nice. The shotgun was just That was great. But your best bet, your go-to gun in this game, just like in Resident Evil 4, is going to be your handgun. And what I ended up doing was just giving Shiva all of the guns I had and just keeping the handgun and all the handgun ammo I found to myself because it seems like such a great weapon. Although you probably should keep something bigger on hand because then I got fucked over by the chainsaw dude. Dr. Salvador is back and he seems to have lost quite a bit of weight apparently. I wonder what diet he's been on. Man meat? Human meat? Roasted man-human meat? I don't know. Apparently it's worked for him. What else? What else? Just like... If you've been playing Resident Evil 4 recently, you're going to get into the spirit of things really quick in this game. What have I covered? Oh, when you die in the Resident Evil 5 demo, this is a gripe about the demo. I'm sure the real game isn't going to be like this, but when you die in the Resident Evil 5 demo, it ends. There's no checkpoints, there's no continue or anything. It just ends, and you have to start the whole thing over again. This is a major gripe with the demo because it makes me irritated as hell, and I'm sure I'm not the only one who just gets so damn frustrated when you have to restart the whole thing over because the demo just won't set up a continue point somewhere. You know, maybe after the last set piece where you got swarmed. I don't know. What else? Oh, controls, right. Did I say I hate the controls? I hate the controls. Type A seems to be the best one for me. I'm sure there's a few people who are just going to be old hands at the Resident Evil 4 controls, but for me, the Resident Evil 4 controls translated onto the Xbox 360 are abominable, and I really hope that there is a way in the final release, because this one kind of got me in Ace Combat 6 too. There are two control schemes, only two in Ace Combat 6, and they don't let you switch between, it's either hard but easy to maneuver, but easy and can't maneuver for shit. Those are the only two control schemes, and you can't customize anything. Resident Evil 5's demo suffers from the same thing, and I really hope the main game doesn't, because I'd really like to be able to customize it to my liking and to a control scheme that I'm more comfortable with and would allow me to respond quicker to what's going on, especially when I have to access the inventory. The inventory is going to be a big deal in this game. You know, between two players playing cooperatively or you sort of setting up the AI to your liking, the inventory is going to be the do-or-die thing in Resident Evil 5. This is going to be the deciding factor as to whether or not you get killed quickly or just easily massacre everything around you. What else? Remember that heat thing? You know, the dehydration thing they were talking about long ago? Some of you might not remember this. Bullshit. Not a damn thing about it in the demo, so I'm just going to say this bullshit. That's what I say. Yeah, not really any part of that demo, though, was very Resident Evil-y. It was, really just it was really just a bunch of set pieces strung together. And if they release another demo, which they probably won't, but should they... That was retarded. Why did I just say that? Now I have no idea where I was going with it. Controls are abominable. Inventory will get you killed. AI is interesting. Lots of cannon fodder. Handgun is awesome. Keep something else with you when you fight the chainsaw dude. And why won't you just put a continue point there so when I die I don't have to start from the beginning? Graphics are gorgeous. Walking is very loud. Hand grenades. Shotgun. I'm going to go play it again. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm going to go play something. And see you guys later.